Welcome to today's debate by the Debate Club. Today's topic is, should we keep animals in zoo? Judge is Rajshekar Singh. Team 1 has Navneet Kishore as the captain with Hari, Suryaskanda and Tejas. Team 2 has Sinchana as the captain. Lakshita couldn't make it, unfortunately, and Ishandeep and Sarah Bob. Supporters. Team 1 thinks that we should not present animals in zoo. Team 2 thinks that we should keep animals in zoo. So, Navneet, could you please tell a point that we should not present animals in zoo?
Yeah. So I would like to begin my point by asking a common question to all the members of the team. So my question is that how would you feel when someone locks you and snatches your freedom? You won't like it, right? The same feeling all the animals will also have, right? So it's not. So I think it's not right to keep animals in the zoo.
Team 2 captain, would you like to object it?
Yeah, I would like to object this. Look, okay, think it is us itself. Like we are locked in a room. But there would be light, there would be windows, there would be air. We wouldn't be tied up. This doesn't mean that they don't get their freedom.
I
See,
Well,
I'm
think
fine.
point is over.
yeah. Could I object 1 second?
Yeah.
I don't think freedom is what we get inside four walls. I think that's not freedom.
Yeah, Hari, you can object the point which Sinchana told.
As
Hari?
Sinchana says that we animals live in four walls, they get all sunlight, food, that this, but they are not in their natural environment, which is their forest. They hunt their food and they become lazy. They cannot move around much because they have to stay in that four walls. They cannot move around. They will become fat. They cannot move. It will become lazy. They won't, if we leave them out back to the jungle, they won't be able to hunt their food, etc., like that. They won't be able to do all those.
Okay, thank you for your point. Yes, Ishandeep.
I want to object Hari's point. He told they'll become fat and all. They'll not keep the same lion or tiger for whole with till they die. They'll keep on changing so they cannot die or they cannot forget hunting and all.
But even if say suppose you stayed in the house for 1 year, and what will happen? You will not be able to play before. You won't be as strong, as fast. Your speed will decrease
Yeah, he'll
considerably.
be lazy. Like
Yeah, you
his
will be
body will
lazy.
be lazy.
You'll feel, you will be lazy, but you can after 2 3 years you'll become again normal, right? You'll not
Yeah,
be
but
forever lazy.
yeah, but
I
you have
think
to
two
wait
three
two
years
three
is a
years.
long
You
period.
need to be 2 3. See, we stay for 1 year, but it takes 2 3 years to become back to our main before however we were.
Yeah, at least it's better, right?
Why? Why do you need to sit inside the house for 1 year? Why?
Now if you have fever, you'll not sit. You'll keep on walking
For
around.
fever, 1 day, 2 days, 1 week
Yeah,
maximum,
it's
one
like that
month.
only. It's like that only. That's it.
But they live for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, like that they live.
Yeah,
Animals.
after that,
Even they have feelings. See, you are
yeah.
in prison. How will you feel?
So, like Ninja told, there will be fan and all. That's okay, but you can't tell that they'll become lazy and all.
Okay.
Rachika, could
See,
I
I'm
tell
telling
something?
again.
Yeah, Ishandeep
Okay,
and Hari,
continue
could
now,
you
Needs.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Navneet, you can continue.
Yeah.
After that,
So
Sinchana.
I think that I think that caging animals in zoo doesn't only make them lazy, but it can also cause mental issues for them.
Okay, Sinchana, would you like to object or add a point?
It's not like, yeah, I agree with your point. They get mental issues or they would be physically unfit. But that doesn't mean that the zookeepers give them food. They bring doctors so they can be vaccinated or be taken care of. Then they give a shelter. Air will be there, sunlight will be there, and they will be given enough space. And
But
they would
still,
take care of them properly.
Excuse me?
it can alter the
Yeah,
behavior of animals. It can
yeah,
alter.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
let's do
can
this.
I?
Hurry, let's do this.
Okay, after
Yeah,
you.
Surya Skanda, you can
Yeah,
keep your
see, if you put one person in like some any prison and we let so many people come and see him, how will he feel? Like even those animals, they'll let them into and there'll be a lot of crowd outside them. They feel scared. I want to
Yeah,
object this
Hari.
point.
Yeah, let
Sinchana
Hari
was
do.
saying about in zoo you get vaccination in jungles and all the even in jungles forest department people go and vaccinate. They keep the numbers, how are they living, that and all forest department does. But the main point here is animals are feeling scared, they become very lazy, their mental problems, that's the main point. And what is the point of the zoo? Why do we need to see animals inside a cage? We can go to the national parks and see there. They are living
Yeah,
in their
Ishandeep.
natural environment.
Yeah, thank you, Hari. Yeah, Ishandeep, you can
Yeah,
continue.
but that is dangerous. You can't go to zoo. You can't go to forest and all. It's dangerous. Here the lions and all are trained. That's why they live. That's why they
I
can
want
kill.
to
I
tell
want to
something.
object. I want
Even
to
I want
object
to.
Ishandeep's point.
Yeah, Surya, you can.
Yeah, he said we can't go. It'll be very dangerous. Then why are jeeps? There'll be separate people who take us to let make us see like in what national parks. There'll be separate people. We won't go walking and see those animals and come.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
exactly
jeeps
the
and
Sarah.
all
point I
are
wanted to.
dangerous, right?
Okay, yeah, let Sarah do. Sarah, do you want to add a point or object any one of the points?
Yes, I would like to add a point for mostly some animals are endangered, right? Because hunters are catching them. If you put them in zoos, they're like more protected.
Excuse me, I would like to object this.
Even I would like to object.
Okay, yeah, Hari do.
See, endangered animals. Then why do we have these national parks? Why do we have national parks? To
But
protect
you
the
can't go
animals
with a 20.
from poaching. To protect the animals from poaching, we have national park. Otherwise, it could have been jungle. Anybody can come and go. Then why we
Yeah,
need national parks?
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
sometimes
but
that's
in
the
national
reason
parks,
we have
like
national parks,
Yeah,
to
Rakshika,
conserve
could I say
animals.
something?
but in
Yeah,
I
zoos,
want
yeah,
can
to
a
sure,
object.
children
Navneet.
20.
Yeah, let Navneet do it first.
Yeah.
After that,
So
I want to object.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So first, Ishan told that after the animals go back to the forest, they can be normal. But sometimes animals cannot be like it. They may not be able to interested to go to the jungle again, and they lack abilities, and they can also be killed easily. And yeah, that's my point.
Hey, bro,
Yeah, now
suppose you
That's
go
Ishandeep.
why
to
they're kept in.
yeah, you suppose you go to jail for some days. After that, if you come also, you will be all right only, right? Because they'll be skilled
Wait,
only.
we,
Animals
wait,
are
we are
skilled. Man,
different.
Animals and
We
humans
are
are
different
different.
and animals are
Yeah,
different.
that's what. Animals are different, humans are different.
yeah, animals have
Animals,
more energy and they are more skilled than humans.
They have very less lifespan than us. We can live for 100 years if we are healthy, but they live only for 14 and 15, 14 to 15 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Sarah,
they
continue.
that 14 to
Sarah.
15 years, 1 year in the zoo, then 2 3 years very weak and we are growing. How many years get damaged for them? So many years. Their lifespan will get decreased.
For us, 2 years. For
they
them, it
are
is a long time. As Hari wants to say.
Could I
Yes,
raise
Sarah,
a
you
new
want
point?
to? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So some animals when they grow, like they have but favorable conditions, like climatic conditions or the surroundings, and this may not always exist in the zoo such that the place would be comfortable for the animals to breed in a sufficient manner.
Tejas, would you like to add a point?
Oh
Tejas?
yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can.
In zoo, why in zoo if we keep some animals without any alone, they feel lonely and they can become crazy without being without
Yeah,
leaving
so
more friends.
Tejas wants to say that they will get depressed.
Yeah,
I
They
want
mental
to
want to.
object.
problems he means mental problems of animals.
I want
Yeah.
to object.
Yeah, sure, Ishanti.
They will not feel lonely in the zoo. Many people will be crowding around them. So how will they feel lonely?
Excuse me. I want to object this.
They get scared.
Yeah, hurry do, hurry do.
Uh, Humans and animals are again different. We can see dogs. Okay, dogs are social animals. So you will go pet a tiger. It's not possible.
Yeah. So
They
Yeah,
can
they
I,
they want to
can.
live with their own kind. They don't want to live with humans who are watching them like a TV show. We don't.
yeah.
They don't want to live with
Rachika, can
people.
I object Ishan this point?
I
Yeah,
want
let
to tell one more
the
thing. I
objective,
want to object.
let objective team let to object. Yeah, Sinchana, you can
I want
object
to
Hari's
object
point.
Ishan. Yeah, it's like they just told they feel lonely. But same type of animals, like same, like a tiger and a tiger, they keep bird or a tiger would be kept in the same thing.
Rachika,
It's
could I
not
say
that they
something?
feel lonely. They'll give some obstacles or something to play with.
Navneet,
They
you
will
can
be
continue.
playing the same obstacle every time. That's what I was going to talk.
Then Navneet, you can go ahead and object it.
Yeah. So and Ishan also told that they won't feel lonely. Actually, suppose I want to ask Ishan, suppose if you are staying in a cage and you're surrounded by animals, how would you feel? You think you'll still feel alone only, right? Suppose if humans are around, if a human is around the humans means they won't feel lonely. Suppose if you are standing in center of many animals, you will feel lonely only. So same is the feeling for the animals when they are standing, like when they are standing in center of humans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so Navneet wants to say that you'll be scared and lonely. Yeah, so Ishan ji, we can continue.
yeah, but for the animals, they don't feel anything like that. They don't have so much of sense. Though they are intelligent, they don't have
Excuse me,
so much of
excuse me.
sense
This
and
is
all. But
wait,
they
wait.
can feel
One
that.
second, I'll give a short reply. This is not like knowledge or something or education which is needed to obtain this. This is a living means feeling, like however whatever you do, a living being can feel sad. It has also emotions, right? Suppose a feeling alone is not a lack of education or something. It's a feeling. So any living being will have it. Not only like humans or educated, they'll have not like that.
Okay.
I want to tell one
Sarah, do
point.
you? Okay, Surya, you can go ahead.
See, people they get animals to the zoo, they won't let it back. They'll just keep it in the zoo till it dies. They won't
Yeah,
leave it
that's
Who
back to
told?
good.
their
Who
home.
told? They'll not do like that. They will keep
They
on
won't
changing
let
animals.
it.
So
Then
that
why do they get the animals to zoo? Then why do they get it?
Yeah. Rachika, could I tell? One second, could I tell?
I
Yeah, let
want.
others also get chance. Sarah and Sinchana, do you want to object?
Yeah,
I
please.
want to object Surya's point. Okay, like I would like to object Surya's point. He's saying like they'll not keep them forever. That's not true. I've been to many zoos and they keep it only for a few years and they'll send it back to the wild and they'll get a new lion or tiger.
But again,
Rachika,
So
we
could
it's
I say
come
like
back to
something?
the
One
same
second.
again,
point.
it's like you're telling till it is good for entertainment. They keep it when it's old. They're like going to leave it. You're telling like that, and they get a new lion which is healthy.
Okay.
Could I take an example here?
Yeah, sure.
Suppose before this pandemic, when the pandemic started, we started sitting in homes and started feeling uncomfortable. But after few months, we got adjusted to it. And now when the school again reopens, while the school was starting, we felt a bit of uncomfortableness, right? So same will be for animals. When they come to the zoo, they'll feel it uncomfortable. When they go to the forest back, then also they'll feel uncomfortable only. This can't be
But
true.
Yeah,
after
but
some
when
time
you
they'll
came,
get
when you
used to it.
yeah, they'll get used to it. You can't tell they will be like lonely forever.
Also, that's one thing. Like you told, like this, most of the people sometimes like they don't take proper care of the animals, and the main reason for this is that the intention is not pure. For some people would sell animals to different types of producers to make materials with the skin or something, or some would be making for money. Like they catch animals for different reasons. All reasons don't need to be pure intended, right?
Okay, Hari, you want
Okay, I
to
want
add
to
something?
object Surya's point.
Okay, objective.
Yeah,
Go
he
ahead.
told they'll keep, yeah, he told they'll keep forever, and they're not safe for the in the if they be in the zoo they'll not be safe, right? But in the zoo and all, they will be taking care of them and all, and they even allowed to.
I did not tell it is not safe in the zoo. I did not tell it is not safe in the zoo.
We are telling that it would be more safer than keeping it in the open jungles. We could take care of it better than
But
them.
there is no open jungles. There is national parks.
Yeah, in national
Which
parks,
is a national park. National park is an open jungle which is protected by the forest department.
yeah, but sometimes it can attack. But in zoo, if you go, you can see them, you can study them and all. But
Who
in
will
the
attack what? Who will attack what?
they can attack jeep and all. Bear can easily lift the jeep and all. In zoo, the bears cannot break the jail, the rods and go.
Why do you need to keep animals in rod, jail, and all? It will be free in national parks, right?
Yeah, but it's dangerous also, right?
Why it is
You are
dangerous?
thinking about yourself rather than about the animals. That's the
Yeah.
problem here.
Also, that's one thing. Like even if only we see ourselves in the zoo, there are also some people who we do not see. Like that's the staff members of the zoo, right, who will take care of the animals, give them food and all. Sometimes even they have the chances to get
Yeah,
attacked.
even they
Or else
have.
even there's one more chance. Like
Yeah,
the
they'll be
animals,
trained.
like they won't be able to treat the animals properly because they don't have sufficient knowledge about like how to treat animals,
And
what food do they
sufficient
like.
funds, money.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, go ahead. Sarah?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Am I allowed to say a new point?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It is also said that animals in the zoo have a much longer lifespan than the ones living in the jungles, because there are because the animals in zoo are like taken care more well than the ones in
Yes.
forest.
I would like to object this point.
Okay, go ahead, Hari.
See, Sarah is telling that animals in the zoo have longer lifespan than animals in the forest. Okay, animals in the forest have shorter lifespan as animals fight with each other. It occurs. It's natural. You can't do anything to that. But you have two choices: living in the jungle in which you do everything by yourself, or living in a zoo where everything is given to you, you only eat, you sleep, that's all. Would you like to live such a boring life, or would you like a adventurous, nice life?
Yes, second one.
So, Hari meant like a shorter life, but your wish, your choices, and a longer life, but nothing about your choice. As you meant, right, Hari?
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
zoo,
yeah.
there some people will be keep on coming, right? So the tigers will also get cheer up and all. They'll not feel boring and all.
Again,
They'll
I am
get it.
coming back to the same point
Ishandeep,
that
Ish,
animals and humans are different. They can't
Ishandeep,
live like
your
that.
I have to
your
object at
chance is
Ishan's
over.
point, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Can I?
yeah,
Bro,
yeah, sure,
if
Tejas.
in lockdown he had everything sufficient and means he was with his parents, but also he feel lonely. Why? Because he don't have any friends to talk. But if example if you take as a zoo, animals live won't live together. They have captured in one another rooms. But every people will watch them properly. But also they feel lonely because they don't have friends.
Hey, they'll not be alone in the zoo. Their same kinds will be there. There, if they're
Okay,
female, there's
okay,
baby
okay.
and
Wait,
all.
wait.
Never been to a zoo.
Excuse me.
People will be
I
there.
want uh, excuse me, I want to object Ishandeep's points, like there will be one more animal same kind. Okay, you have only one friend in this world. What will you do? Only one friend in this world. It will be so
Yeah, one day
boring. You
you
will do
also have
same thing
some.
again and again.
Now one friend is also enough for the entire life. It's not compulsory to have so many people.
Okay, then that's your personal choice. But many people say that so I have so many friends in this world. That's my personal choice. I think many friends are better than only one friend.
So everybody will
Okay.
have so many friends. In tigers, they'll be lone. They'll not be lonely, but they'll have their children and also they'll get cheer up and all.
Okay, Surya Skanda, you raised your hand. You can add a point or object.
No, I raised it before. I don't have anything.
Okay. Navneet, you raised your hand. Navneet?
I want to tell something like some member of the team who usually raise that to protect them from the hunters or poachers whoever are there. Usually some animals like elephants move in groups so they can't be attacked easily. Instead of getting the elephant killed, the elephants kill the hunters most of the times. So even animals know self defense. So some
Yeah,
endangered
that's what
animals
they
it is
keep in zoo.
so endangered animals it is right to keep in the zoo, but some common animals is not right because even they can self defend right themselves because even they have power to kill the hunters who come to catch them.
Hey bro, giraffe is herbivore, but it can kill many people by its own leg. So they keep it in zoo, though it can see it from nearby and they
Ex-
can study it.
Excuse me. Wait, do you go daily giraffe? So right.
Hey,
Ishan Deepa, I think you have spoken many points. Yes, Sinchana, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not like, yeah, hunters do poach, but even animals move in group. Yes, I know. But sometimes hunters kill them for just for the skin or trunk when they're moving alone. It's not like every time they move in, every time they get the trunk and they can animals can kill the hunters.
Again,
That's
we
why
come
they're
back to the same point.
Yeah, go ahead, Hari.
Again, we came back to the same point about national parks. They are built to save animals from poachers again.
yeah. Even in zoo they'll be saved, right?
The only
Even
thing
in
is,
zoo
Zoo
you can.
in zoo again we come back that in zoo why do we need to see them like they are something like they're so amazing. You can go to the national parks. They are living more happier in national parks than in zoo.
Navneet, go ahead.
See, in this debate, most of the people are comparing between this national park and the zoo. Usually, national park is like surrounded by in a forested area where animals can roam freely. But zoos are different. In zoos, the environment is unnatural. It's not natural environment. Like the caged in the zoos, and it is where people walk frequently, and the people just use animals for their own entertainment purpose, take photos. We should bother about animals' happiness also, right? Even though they cannot speak like how we sing cartoon, even they want to be heard.
I would like your last point, both the teams, team one and team two, both the captains, or if you want your team members to tell the last point, they can also say. So, team one, Navneet, do you want to tell the last point or your team members?
Yeah, I can tell it.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
So it is. So I would like to end my team's speech with with our team's final point. It's not right to lock animals in the zoo because there's lack of regulation of zoos, lack of regulation in many countries. This was my final point, and now I would not like to object or raise a new point here.
Yeah, you cannot object and there's a point two also. Yeah, so Sinchana, team two, do you want to tell your last point or your team member? Anyone?
Yeah, I will tell my last point.
Okay, yeah,
Keeping
sure,
them
go
in the
ahead.
yeah, keeping them in the zoo. Keeping them in the zoo means it is safe from hunters and less animal product would be sold and more animals would be safe, and we can be even educated by animals by going to the zoo, and zookeepers take care of them very well, and they'll be giving a lot of food, and yeah, that's all. I wouldn't also raise or object a point.
Okay. I would also like 2 to 5 minutes for deciding the winner. Okay, so I have decided the winner, and the winner is Team 1, Navneet's team. So, Navneet, would you like to tell a point about your team? Are you feeling happy?
Yeah, I feel happy, and I'd also like to congratulate Sinchana's team also, because even they raised meaningful points, and some points were difficult for us to object also because they were true. Like, it protects them from hunters. Those are valid points.
Yeah, I was, because there was a 50-50 chance of both the teams. So, we would like to end the debate with the winner, Team 1, Navneet's team. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for videos like this. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will meet soon. Till then, bye.